Hi, it's Alexis Shirk again, and this time I am going to give you a brief tutorial of Gale Business Insights Essentials. Gale Business Insights is another subscription database that you can access through a library that is subscribed to it. As you can see from the URL, this database was accessed through Wayne, so all of you can access this database too. Now, Gale is slightly different from Reference USA in that it has a few more options for you to look at. Most importantly, you can analyze companies with various charts, as it shows on the front page. Let me show you a few of the unique features about Business Insights Essentials. First of all, there's the Industries page, and that gives you a list of major industries in the USA. There's a whole lot of them that you can look at. So anything you can think of is listed here. I'm going to click this one. It gives you information about the NAICS code, the revenue of the industry, and even essays on the industry. When you click this, you get an industry snapshot, a bunch of other information. And you can also do various things with this article. You can save it, print it, turn it into a PDF, and cite it. Or you could share it with email. So it's a very useful feature. Here we are back on the home page again. Next, I'm going to show you the glossary. I think this is a really neat tool because you can use it no matter what you're looking for on the database. If you want to invest in stocks, if you're doing a paper, anything. It has all of these business terms and even some important names in business. So if there's something you don't understand on the site, which would probably happen, especially if you're like me and don't know much about business, you could go to this glossary page. And it even has a cool search option. So let's look up the Americans with Disabilities Act. You start typing in disabilities, and here it is. It's pretty useful as well. On the home page, once again, we can look at comparing companies. This is where you get the charts and graphs that you saw the picture of on the front page. And there is a little arrow that tells you what you need to do first. Let's say you want to compare two of the major auto companies. You could type in General Motors. Alright, here we go. General Motors. And the first thing it comes up with is the revenue of the company. So it'll show you, looks like the last 20 or so years, and a line graph detailing the information. Now, you're going to have to add another company if you want to compare. So I'm going to put Ford. Shows that they've had relatively the same pattern of ups and downs, but Ford has made less over the years than General Motors. And down here it shows you that blue is General Motors, red is Ford. You can also change the layout. Here's a table that shows you the numbers side by side if you don't want a graphic. You can also find related articles, which is very interesting if you're doing a report or you're trying to figure out where to invest. It shows you which publications these articles are in and related subjects. Okay, back here we have this. Other options include employees. You want to see how many employees that the two companies have. Maybe you're trying to find a job. Looks like Ford had slightly more employees than General Motors in 2006, but other than that, General Motors has been on the top. And you can also look up sales by employee. There's a variety of things that you can look up. This one happens to be a bar chart. You could also add a third company or look at a different set of companies. You can print the charts, very useful, or you can export to various types of graphic file. A vector image being a very basic graphic file, but that's good for charts and other information like this. A database like this, especially this feature, would be useful for doing sales or advertising, budget perhaps, or just, researching for a paper like I mentioned before. All kinds of uses for this. Very useful. One thing I don't like about this database is that there are like every doing business as or DBA that for every company. So like I tried to add Chrysler to this list, and I get Chrysler Group. Now, is that what I want? Do I want Chrysler Group, or am I looking for Chrysler branch? I mean, it's just, look at all the different Chryslers that are here. It's kind of confusing. I'll choose Chrysler Group because that's probably what I'm looking for. Yeah. This is probably comparable to the other two companies. But maybe Chrysler Group is a financial company. It doesn't say Chrysler Cars or Chrysler Motors, so you have to do additional research on your companies before you can really use this database. And it's about the same thing that I found lacking in Reference USA. However, I don't know if this is just the way things are in the world in general. You have to know what you're looking for. I'm not an expert on business, but I just found that slightly frustrating.